Go.
Alright, so the next thing we're learning in the Women's Institute Library of Dressmaking is knot making, specifically Chinese knots. She's got a couple of different ones. I'm going to show you the basic one today, and then next week we'll show you the next knot, and I think there's like 4 different knots, and then we'll go on to fringe making. But for now, Chinese knots. Okay, so this is the very first Chinese knot we're making here, is seen in figure 21. And she actually has a fairly decent diagram there. We're going to see if I can figure this out from that. So you hold the cord in your left hand. And presumably if you're right-handed, or if you're left-handed, you would reverse this and do it with cord in the left so that your primary hand is doing the work.
Which attempt is this?
Like the 6th. Shut up.
Love you.
Love you too. This is not for you. Okay. Alright.
Get it, Rusty. Get it.
Shut up, you.
You know you want it. Get the string, Rusty. Get this string.
Because here we're going over D, but here D is under. Okay, yeah, the diagram is screwing me up. Okay.
Go.
So I managed to make 1 knot, and I think it turned out exactly like the book shows, but I did it off camera. So now I'm going to try it again, see if I can replicate my steps and create another knot on camera this time.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun. Can it be done? Now what I did last time, how I got that one to successfully work is instead of like holding it in my hand, I just laid it on the table. So let me see if I can replicate that. So I have my loop A is there, or loop A1 is there, there's loop A2, and yes, has to go under this to get over here for loop A3. Okay. So there's my 3 loops, right? And that's where we're at as far as this goes. Now, so now I have to go over A2 here, and then under this is point C, over point D, and under point E. And then you just basically have to very carefully, and you don't want to pull it tight here because we're actually not quite done yet. We want to get it to a little bit closer together like so. So now we're here. Now we come up here to this picture, and here's our D right here, underneath that. And
I'm trying to focus.
Sorry. Okay, so now, hang on a second. Okay, I'm sorry, I take it back. Now they reset the picture. D is this weird little loopy thing here, so we have to go, here's our A1. Now here's our A4, is this loop here. So now we go, yes, it mimics that. We're going to go under C here. Under C and under this point D. And now theoretically we can just slowly work this closer together. Well, it's just going to not work this time, and I'm going to be sad because I don't know why. Okay, hang on. It's all about working it.
So yeah, I would get your center loops first, right? And then
slowly,
leave your
well,
last loops for the ones to be the last ones tightened.
Right. So, but essentially they have to be tightened in progression. Tightened, not loosened. So you have to make sure you're tightening that one there. Goes to there. I feel like this is right. If you just pull them tight, you're going to get a big old mess. If you want it to be nice and flat and smooth, it's a very slow progression, working everything in so that it's nice and evenly distributed.
And purdy.
And purdy. Okay, hang on. Okay, this one goes next. Okay. And then this one needs to pull tight. And this guy pulls it. Yes. So Now I'm gonna go ahead and kind of pick it up and manipulate this as I go. And there's a bit of knot work involved. And I understand she calls these Chinese knots, but it literally reminds me of Celtic knots as well. Because it's all an over-under repeating tight down. And you can just follow each thread back to its origin point as you tighten. But again, you have to tighten them kind of in order and going back and forth. Sort of like if you've ever changed a tire on a car, you don't just tighten the lug nuts in a circular pattern. You tighten this one, and then you go down here, and then you go up here, so it's more like a star because you want everything to go as an even distribution of force. And it's very similar here. It needs to be an even distribution of force as you're going. And somewhere out there's going to be a mechanic who hears that and screams that I don't know what I'm talking about. But I think I have that right, don't I?
That's the way I was taught. My
Okay,
dad's a
good.
mechanic.
Okay, then there you go. All
Of course,
right.
there'll be some mechanic that'll say he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, because everybody has an opinion. It's the internet. Everybody has an opinion on the internet. Okay, which one do I need to tighten next? I need this guy here to loop to here. He needs to tighten. Okay, so I need you to pull tight to here. There we go. So it literally just becomes a game of manipulation and slowly tightening them in sequence as you basically just distribute that force till it's nice and even, and you end up with your Celtic knot. I think I have it backwards here. Yeah, there we go. See, looks just like the picture.
Chinese
right?
knot.
Chinese knot. I said Celtic knot. It does say Chinese knot there. It just reminded me of Celtic knot work that I've seen.
Okay.
And there you go. The first knot is done. And next week I'll show you how you continue the loop to make the 3-thread one, but I'm not doing that tonight because I feel I've pushed my luck enough.